It's the CalebDMTG show.
Should we play Maelstrom Wanderer? What if we take Maelstrom Wanderer and then like a bunch of time walks? And we just like pack one, pick one, commit to this ludicrous plan. Is that dumb? Is that super dumb? Search for Guys Can't plays well in the Time Walk deck. Augury casts, right? Could cast Wanderer off of it. Edge of Autumn is good ramp. Mox Diamond has been like really impressive for my opponents, but I don't think we're gonna have a Mox Diamond deck. I think Huntmaster is a solid thing to cascade into. If we're doing the ramp thing, then Enray's Forerunners is solid top end. I don't know how rampy we're gonna be. I might just grab Fumarole and like kind of stay open here. Okay, I can't pass Grim Monolith, right? Yeah, I think I need to grab that one. Oh man, Rafellos in here. We could have had a 6 start to a elf deck. I'm gonna take this Ancient Tomb though. Still could take Rafellos. Rafellos with haste is pretty gnarly. Maelstrom Wanderer cascades into Karn. Sucks to pass a Scalding Tarn for it, but I think Karn is like kind of exactly what we're trying to do. That specific kind of shenanigans. Hinterland Harbor is an option. Voltaic Key works with this Grim Monolith that we just picked up. Escape is sweet. What I worry about with these like ramp decks is running out of cards, and Escape kind of prevents that. Let's grab Escape. You want to play with the 4 blue-red with Cascade? I want to play with that too. This is the deck, huh? This is the deck that would want that one. So I like Titania, Thirst for Knowledge, Mindslaver. Mindslaver is kind of like a Time Walk to cascade into. This gives the Titania 5/3's haste, which sounds awesome. Oh, you know what would be awesome in this deck? Fucking Greater Gargadon. Greater Gargadon's not in the cube yet, right? I don't think I've seen Gargadon in the cube. That card's insane with Titania. I'm gonna take Titania. And then here... Oh, Lumberjack Titania is sweet, though. Yeah, let's Lumberjack it up. Jack some fucking lumber. Not a fan of any of these. I guess Magus of the Mind is actually kind of sweet with the Wanderer, huh? It gives it haste, and it's like 3 spells. I don't think we're playing any of this. What song am I on? This is Rainmaker by Trollheims. The song is Rainmaker. And it's off their self-titled album with the sweet fucking bear. There's a few cards that work here. Augury works. Forerunners kind of works. I kind of want Huntmaster just because like it fits our curve the best. Maybe Augury fits the curve the best. Omniscience is tempting. I'm just gonna grab Sanctum, I think. The Stomping Ground Wheel is really nice because it's a forest for Lumberjack. We want fixing that it's also forests. Could have had Survival and Vine. Oh man! Worldly Tutor. The issue with Worldly Tutor is I don't want to cascade into it, right? Wow, this fucking pack. I think we're taking Tree Speaker over Gaia's Cradle and Lotus Cobra. I've been really impressed with Sarkon in this cube. Right now, what we really want is like fetch lands for Titania. We can also like get the Stomping Ground, make this Lumberjack more consistent, make the Titania more consistent. I want Time Warp effects because those are awesome with Wanderer. Mythos isn't the worst cascade. I think I'm just gonna take the Talisman. It's like a fine one to play off of turn 1. Ancient Tomb, right? There's that fetch. There's that fetch I was talking about. Does not look like a Tinker deck to me with this start. Garruk would be good though. Garruk would be really nice here. Let's take the Wooded Foothills. Triumph's also awesome. Also a forest. So I think I should be taking like Glenn. But like, we can live the dream, the Cascade into Cascade dream. Temple's okay. Same with Glorybringer. I kind of like the Rampaging Bailoffs. It seems like it complements Titania. Doesn't look like an opposition deck to me. I think we're just taking this Mammoth. It's like that or Lumbering Falls. Let's go Mammoth. Dryad is interesting. I usually don't like Dryad, but it's not terrible here. Thran Dynamo kind of like just gets us to 8, right? There's Shardless Agent. If we wanted to continue the Cascade train, we could Maelstrom Wanderer into Ethereum Horn Sorcerer into Shardless Agent. I like Terror the Peaks here a lot too. Steam Vents is Dees, Paradise Druid is Dees. I don't think we're doing anything with Kiki Jiki. Who's maybe? Karuga maybe. Could be a Finale deck. I'm just gonna throw a Mindbreak Trap on the sideboard. Rada might be better in this deck than Fast Bond. I guess we could get like a Crucible effect or two. Opposition looking a little bit better now that we have Ooze. Still not amazing, I don't think. Maelstrom Wanderer cascading into Battlesphere and giving it haste sounds awesome. Both Domri and Royal Scions are really good in this deck too. Those are both great cards. The blue-red decks play a ton of counters, so if you resolve Domri, being able to have uncounterable creatures is really good. Rook Thar is interesting. So it's just Thundermaw, just like having a good one. Big ol' fucking 5/5. Speaking of uncounterable, right? I won't do that to the poor Elves player. Six-mana Ugin's interesting. I think we're just taking Pyromancer. Could just grab a Mana Rock like Cold Steel Heart. I don't think we're quite a raise board deck. Hydroblast is a great sideboard card. None of these cards particularly excite me. Could just throw Gearhulk in. Oh, I wanted the 3-mana Planeswalker. Like an untapped permanence. Really good with Grim Monolith. Also with like a solid draw engine in this deck. Oh well, I didn't see it in time. Or rather, I mean I saw it, I just didn't realize that I wanted it in time. Shieldbreaker, Flusterstorm, both fine sideboard cards. I think we're just grabbing the Steam Vents. The more Steam Vents we play, then the more, like, basic forests we get to play for Lumberjack. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, shit, or do we want this one? There's a Keswick Wolf Run here, too. And an Incubation Druid. Love the Gargaroth. Ceratops looks like a great sideboard card for the Pilot Counters decks, which I think we're kind of weak to. Oh man, Royal Scions and Battlesphere Wield. How lucky can one Caleb be? Pacifist in the sideboard for against aggro decks. The Allosaurus Shepherd in the sideboard for decks full of counters. Incubation could be in the main deck here, be fine. Opposition getting more tempting. Yeah, the issue with opposition is that it doesn't do anything until we get to like this spot on the curve. And you kind of need opposition to be good like this spot on the curve. So we could have had a couple more Cascaders. Only one fetch for the Titanium. Seasoned Pyromancer can get lands into the graveyard though, and Titania still works really well with Orcish Lumberjack. We can also cycle Triome and get it back. So this would be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 green sources. I'd kind of like more than that. There's the Mammoth. You can kind of count Mammoth, but I want more forests, right? I want more forests for Lumberjack. For red, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then for blue sources, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We do need triple blue on Genesis, but by the time you get there, your mana should be pretty good. I kind of want one more forest, but I'm not sure what to cut for it. Maybe this is fine with the Mammoth. It's kind of like we're at 10-9-9. You want to cut something big? Oh, I do not. You want to cut another blue source? I think if you cut another blue source, then it starts to look hard to ultimate him consistently. I mean, we just shouldn't be playing the ultimatum. Sweet Cascade hit, though. Yeah, so if we have an opener that doesn't have like one of these 5 cards or Ancient Tomb, then we're gonna be sending it back. Here's how this deck's gonna work. Yeah, there's duplicates of the Shocks, folks. So you can get 2 Steam Vents, as we have here. Not a bug. I think we're gonna get run over. I mean, they answer my Lumberjack. But this is a turn 2 Bailoffs, and that sounds awesome.
Oh shit, what up?
Hey Eric Virgo, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 51 months. That's exciting, Clockles. That is relevant to my interests. Are there well-defined archetypes in this cube? There are. There's like an artifact deck. There's a couple of different ways to approach Storm. There's Land Matters. There's Twin. There's red aggro. There's red-green aggro. And there's like elves, which I haven't really seen come together. We would have been in a really good spot. We would have been in a really good seat to draft elves. Oh, that's not true. I lost to elves once. Yeah, I lost to mono green elves once. Allosaurus Shepherd ate my lunch, made me watch. Oh man, do we turn to Rampaging Baloths or do you turn to Rurikthar? Yeah, I think if we had a land fall, I think if we had a land drop for the Baloths too, then we would do Baloths for sure. But they just tap their mana and now they're untapping. They're like, wait a minute. Alright, now I kind of feel like whatever we do is going to get countered. Oh yeah, the old school Lumberjack art was definitely sweet. Main deck, Flash Freeze? Yeah, well, you're playing in the Rug Cube. So there's only 3 colors. 2 of them are referenced on Flash Freeze. It's a pretty good one. Thanks up, JC.
Oh shit, what up?
Oh shit, what up? Hey, old Whiskey Boots, thanks for the resub. Thanks for the 19 months. Who's puts in work? Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty good one to cast off of 2 lands, right? Certainly not complaining about the use here. If we top deck a forest, we can just like play Rurikthar. Yeah, Orcish Lumberjack is nuts. I'm glad I didn't play scared with the Baloths. We were pretty lucky to just like, whoa, an ooze, but they're dead. I mean, we're representing lethal. That doesn't mean that they're dead. They could be a combo deck and kill us with some kind of a combo. They could answer our things.
Oh shit, what up?
Pardon the yawn. Hey, RPI444441. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for 4 months. Noxious Revival. Okay. I don't even remember when they got back. That one, sure. Oh no, that was the one that's the one that's gonna draw them into whatever they revivaled. the revival probe. They have to spend money. They have to spend mana on probe now. Maybe they're just trying to add to the storm count. Oh, yeah, I missed that FPS. Yeah. Yeah, I missed that part. Good catch. Maybe this mammoth should just be another fucking forest, huh? We just, like, count on always having a lumberjack. Power Blast for Storm, sure, sure. Does look like they're trying to brain freeze us, or something. That's a Mind's Desire. It's a Mind's Desire for 5, that could win. Duretti doesn't win. Next card. Mountain doesn't win. Land, boo. Nope, nope. Boring. My Mind's Desire. Just a fucking shit pile of land. Yeah, it's a weird time for real estate. It's a weird time. The market has spoken. I think we bring in Mindbreak Trap, even though it's like the worst cascade ever. They have answers to Allosaurus Shepherd. I'm gonna play it anyway. I'm a rebel like that. I'm just gonna have an extra land. Mammoth. What if I should cut the Battle Sphere, actually? Allosaurus Shepherd makes Genesis Ultimatum uncounterable. That's what you've come to expect from Mind's Desire. Oh man, I have a long history with Mind's Desire. I played Mind's Desire in Standard. It was not very good. Fucking Twiddle Desire. The deck was like Pentad Prisms, Seething Songs, Serum Visions, and you were trying to Seething Song into Gilded Lotus, and then untap it to build Storm Count. It was not a good deck. It was. You like really needed your Mind's Desire for like 4 or 5 to hit another Mind's Desire, and if it didn't do that, you kind of just lost. I didn't do that very often, so. Do I like Tamir Cube? I've been enjoying it, yeah. You remember the extended version of Desire that used those sack lands? And then you had like this 4/black card that could like play a card from your graveyard. It would like cast a card from your graveyard. And you ran that one just so that like if your Mind's Desire hit it, it would be like hitting another Desire. And then the deck had a bunch of like shitty chromatic spheres and stuff. That deck looked so heinous on paper, and then it was like actually fine when it played out. Yeah, Sins of the Past, yeah. Right. Yeah, that deck was cool as shit. The first extended format I ever played in. It makes sense to play the Ooze or the Gearhulk here. Instead, I'm going to go Triumph, Shepherd, and then ideally we can have an uncounterable Rurikthar next turn. Yeah, the first extended event I ever played in, the Desire deck was using like, I think it was using Cloud of Fairies to build Storm. You'd run out a familiar. You would either play white, you'd play the white 2-mana 0/3 familiar, or you would play the black one. I can't remember if they were doing the intuition for AK thing. I know if you played black, the appeal was that you could like squeeze in a couple of vamp tutors. Was Mind's Desire banned and extended? No. Mind's Desire got restricted in Vintage and banned in Legacy because it was just a little too good against counter magic in those formats. I think that was back when Legacy and Vintage shared a ban and restricted list, and then they just like never gave it a shot in Legacy. Which I'm kind of grateful for. The Storm decks right now are like already pretty good against counters. It's kind of like the risk to reward is bad. It either does nothing because it's like unplayable, or it makes the deck's a little too good. Urkthar, unbeatable. Aria Flame only goes to face Leovold, and you can't use it to kill creatures. So this hand is slower than I would like, because we don't have it comes into play on tapped red source for the Lumberjack. But it's still sweet. This hand is still fucking sweet. Well, just because people have the same colors doesn't mean they're in the same archetypes, Sir Platypus. Yeah, I think that's the part that you're missing.
Oh shit, what up?
Hey to Donut, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 32 months. Oh, I tapped stupidly. This was kind of unexciting, actually. For 6 power, we got 6. For 6 mana, we got 6 power. What would Legacy Storm cut for Desire? Well, you probably wouldn't play it the same, right? You'd make some changes, some tweaks. Well, you wouldn't play Mind's Desire and Ad Nauseam in the same deck, obviously. Not without Burning Wish. You could do it with Burning Wish. I don't know if you want to do that, though. Desire and High Tide. If a tool is only being given to High Tide players, then I don't care at all. If we downtake the Domri, then the Riftwing gets to clear it. The Domri, that is. I Could just uptake the Domri and play Lumberjack Tree Speaker. I think I want to kill the duplicate though. Or I think dies too. I don't want to do that. Should have played the Domri pre-combat. They couldn't have blocked. Then they'd be at 14 here. Couldn't have freeload blocked anyway. I was thinking too hard, and I was lost in Legacy Desire. Why not fight pre-combat? Well, fighting pre-combat, yeah, I mean, that would work, right? Pretty much anything but what I did would have been a fine line. Pant, like it. Pint. Going through all of them, huh? Bouncing Domri, interesting. Not what I would have done. Fair enough. So the Glen can't answer the Domri, so the bounce makes sense. We don't have a ton of other hits for the Glen though, so I just want to discard the Domri. I think that's okay. We only have the one forest, so as much as I want to get the Huntmaster down, I feel like I want to save this forest in case I draw like a 7 or an 8 or something. I haven't played that yet, Dracombs. The Arena Cube is going to be around for a few more days, so I'll get to it when I get to it. Yeah, that doesn't sound great, Backwards Ghost. Suppose I'm glad that's not happening. Sure. They'll use rail to carry the oil instead. Yeah, which has its own pros and cons for sure. When I was a kid, I actually, the first protest that I ever went on by myself, I walked with a group of folks that were protesting the, well, we had a list of grievances, but the main one was that the railway tracks that they were carrying, like, depleted uranium on and stuff, were not, were not safe. They were, like, old railway tracks that needed upkeep. It was super not safe. That was a long time ago.
Thank you so much. See you soon.
Do they use depleted uranium for tank armor? I know we used to use it. I don't know if we still use it in bullets anymore. But that was also super not cool. Because it would leave that radiation in like whatever country we were shooting up. And then the locals would get radiation poisoning and our vets would get radiation poisoning, and it was pretty awful. I think leveling up the tree speaker here is much worse than just untapping the Grim Monolith, in retrospect. I think this Karn's just gonna rock my world. At least it's not upticking this turn. I don't think that's true Pwn swag. Saying it was never used in real bullets. I don't think that's true at all. Also a super easy thing to just look up. You use it in armor-piercing rounds, right?
Oh shit, what up?
Yeah, that was my understanding, Tim Lock Smash. Hey, Duke of Death, thanks for gifting a sub to Seebs. Yeah, I think this is just like the Wanderer waiting room. The opponent only has like one more turn before they need to kill me. Anyway, so as big of a deal as this Karn is, I think we just like pass and see if we draw something awesome next turn. Normal AP rounds today, Pwn swag. I believe we stopped. Yeah, folks have specific examples for you of the type of rounds it was used in. Right, Ascending Tomato. I don't remember anyone ever giving a shit about it being used in tank armor for that reason. I don't remember the specific that you just said, but I remember it being way less of a deal. Well, Dead's dead, right? They used to use it in False Teeth, yeah. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I remember my mom had to have like a whole bunch of fillings replaced because they had like mercury in them. Even in the last like 100 years, medicine has advanced so fucking much. I guess all of our other technology has also advanced pretty much infinite in the past 100 years.
Oh shit, what up?
Correct, Jamatron. Hey Shredders, thanks for the sub. Thanks for 46 months. You missed a month. The streak is dead. Long live the streak. 46 is still a hell of a time to remember. I've definitely forgotten to use my my Prime, and I stream on Twitch for a living, so fucking cheers. You love the curve of this deck? Yeah, right? Well, Grim Monolith and Lumberjack just jump you up so high, and then like Tomb and Tree Speaker do something similar.
Oh shit, what up?
Hey, Divine, thanks for the sub, thanks for 42 months. Well, we finally drew the Maelstrom Wanderer. Okay. Okay. Even though we can get to Battle Spheres sooner, we're doing it this way. Tree Speaker is just like a dope draw, right? Because now we have Wanderer next turn. We unfortunately won't be able to go Wanderer into Ethereum Horn Sorcerer for even more sweet, sweet Cascade action, but this is still good. Go! Go, my Cascade! Oh my god. Yes. This is absurd that this is working. Opponent's sitting there with like one counter, like, Mana Drain on Rurik-Thar. Okay. Let's see what our other Cascade is. Genesis Ultimatum? Well, we get to attack for 10. Could have been worse. Could have been a lot better! But it could have been worse. Mere Battlesphere there is just lethal, right? Correct, Backwards Ghost. Opponent is a stream regular. Hey, they stole my deck! They're doing the shit that I was doing last draft. They got Candelabra to untap Academy, and then Manifold Key to untap the Candelabra to untap Academy. How does Drain on Rurik-Thar work? Well, they get 6 mana. Rurik-Thar is countered, and then they get 6 mana. Yeah, it's not different than any other 6 mana spell, right? You cannot play the landslide off of Cascade.
Oh shit, what up?
Hey, hi, Cruz. Thanks for the sub, the tier 2, the 10 bucks, the 44 months. Cruz says, hey, Caleb, thanks for the great content. Appreciate it. Cheers to another 44. Yeah, to another 44. Well, that was pretty good. Well met, Snow Schwartz. Well met. That was a drubbing, wasn't it? At least we got to cast Maelstrom Wanderer. Like, I'm way less... It's like, people say, like, you either have all the fun when you win, or you have, like, no fun when you lose. I had a little bit of fun that game, even though we didn't win. That was like a mull to 5 on the play too, right? We like mull to 5 and kept Maelstrom Wanderer, Tree Speaker 3 lands. Still cast it on like turn 4. The triple blue ultimatum looks a little rough.
Thank you so much for watching. And
Exactly, Jamatron. When you get to do the thing that you like build your whole deck around, it's a lot more rewarding.
If you like to support us too, there's a link down in the description. See you next week.
Ooze is the sort of card that like usually doesn't impress me, but you played on turn 2, huh? Not as good as the Titania would be here, but still pretty decent. Should I just be activating Ooze? I feel like I want to play the Huntmaster. Now when I do nothing next turn, my Huntmaster can kill their Bloom Tender. You had someone double cascade into Pestermine plus Kiki. Oh, that is filthy. That's fantastic. Yeah, GG's Snow Schwartz. Your deck looks sick. Your deck looked like a much better version of the deck that I just played previously. You were like doing something similar, but then you also had like Mana Drain and Noodle Log and stuff. I hope you trophy. I hope you keep crushing. You just copied what I last drafted? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's only so many artifacts, so a lot of times you're just taking like the one artifact out of each pack, which works because they all like work well together. Unless someone else takes your Lodestone Golem so it doesn't wheel. Someone. Well, that game worked out. Every game where our opponent hasn't countered our things, we've just gotten to do stupid stuff with Lumberjack. Lumberjack's kind of busted. I think we're just playing Season Pyromancer on 3. All this acceleration. We're like, yeah, 3-drop on 3. I like the idea of binning this island to the Season Pyromancer. And then we'll have it to get back with Titanium. Well, that Frantic Search is sweet. It's +1 mana, because they're tapping Ancient Tomb. Was there a Nick deck running Lumberjack? Yeah, at some point. We actually did a league with a Jund deck playing Lumberjack and Titania in Legacy. I don't think I deleted it, but yeah, Titania Jund. Yeah, we recorded the league of this deck. And it was pretty, like, it was, like, strangely good / powerful. You definitely had hands where, like, you didn't do anything, but you also had hands where you're going, like, turn 1 Lumberjack, turn 2 Titania, make 2 5/3s or whatever it is that you're doing. And Greater Gargadon with Titania stole a lot of games, just, like, making 20 power on their end of turn, and then untapping and killing them. It was really filthy. Anyway, super cool deck. Like I said, the video's up on YouTube. Up on my YouTubes. There's a link to YouTube in the stream description. So Domri could get us to Titania or Gargaroth this turn. Well, that's not true, because we have to use a green. We don't want to do that anyway. We want to play this Pyromancer and pressure that Jace. Just thinking about how to tap was, like, not the most fucking painful thing ever. We have to go, like, green, red, chalk, another red. So I think we type the Ancient Tomb instead of the Monolith. Ooh, come back, Island! It's a little scary to take this much damage, but we're also, like, blocking Lotus Cobra. So unless they play, like, a Questing Beast or something this turn, we should be okay. Thanks for adding that command, Sotaglo. What's on the Brainstorm plan? Brainstorm. I'm jealous of that Jace. Jace Brainstorm to set up our Cascade. With the Genesis Ultimatum on top. Yeah, we can certainly Wanderer next turn. Which is pretty sweet. Potentially game-winning. We're 2 colored mana away from the Genesis Ultimatum. If we Titaniate back the island, we'd only be 1 away, though. I guess it's not that far. It's still pretty far, though. Oh, that would have been a sick Cascade, too. We're drawing all of our sweet 7-mana Cascaders. Time to wander the Maelstrom. Yes! Yeah. The game has ended! This deck was so fucking cool. Whether it was winning or losing, I would 100% run that back.